But we'd love to welcome you back as the Mustangs about to take on the Lackawanna Falcons. This is a game a couple of weeks in the making, as the Mustangs have played this team 2 times before, once in the regular season. That's where our only loss comes from. The Mustangs now sit 8-1 on the NJCAAE league. And unfortunately, last week during a tournament, we came up against them in the finals. And unfortunately there, we fall short yet again. But the Mustangs looking to be on top tonight. And the Mustangs that we're talking about, we'll see in our starting lineup, of course. Starting off where we did an hour ago, Ethan E. Breezy played so beautifully so far this season. An incredible playmaker for the Mustangs. Next up, we got the defenseman or the attacker. Either or works. It's Anthony. Again, a great offensive and defensive performance from him all season long. Next, we got Joe. All-around great playmaker and the captain of our Montco Mustangs. And then, of course, we've got Tucker. Tucker's played well this season and has earned himself a starting spot for tonight's match. You've heard it here first. The Mustangs starting lineup for tonight's game versus Lackawanna goes as followed. It's Anthony, Ethan, and Tucker. That's the starting lineup, at least for game 1. We'll see what they're going to be able to do here tonight, but obviously things are bound to change. We could have substitutions, so keep that dial locked in right here as we get things ready to go for this Rocket League game. All excitement on all ends as we get ready to get going. And we'll take a look inside our facility as these guys look to get started here. As I make sure everything's set up correctly is probably the best part. Alright, for some reason that camera isn't fully loading in, so we'll give that a minute to really load in. And then we'll get things started here. The Mustangs poised for another victory tonight as we get ready to go here. And all good things. Things are looking in the right direction. The Mustangs, again, sit 8-1 in this, in the NJCAAE league. So obviously in a good spot on both ends of the field. Tucker, poised and ready to go. We'll see him in just 1 second as we give you guys a live look into our facility. Tucker on the closest cam. He's sitting where Joe typically sits. Next to him is Ethan, and next to him is Anthony. The Mustangs now get ready to go even further here. As it looks like we got to cut out there for a second. I apologize for the little bit of delay, but Mustangs right back at it as we get things ready to go. We will be joining up into this match incredibly quickly here as we get things ready to get started against Lackawanna. It's going to be a lot of fast-paced action coming at you, so I hope you guys are very, very excited for it. As we should get things started here in just a second. That was the wrong lobby. We're going to be entering into the right one fairly soon. So hopefully you guys are just as excited as I am about how we're going to be able to play this tonight as we get things ready to go. And we are in. Mustangs are in. We're just waiting on Lackawanna now. I apologize. You guys are not. I'll switch it back to me. I don't know why. Just does that sometimes. The Mustangs in a great position so far here tonight as they look to take another victory, and this time against what is quickly becoming the rivals in this one, the Lackawanna Falcons. As I just get prepped and ready here, got to make sure that everyone knows exactly where to go. Always the fun of this. Mustangs are in. Lackawanna is also in. So we should be ready to go here. Mustangs ready. Lackawanna's ready. Here we go. The rematch of the rematch. 5 minutes of Rocket League coming at you right about now. And the Mustangs look to have a really good start to this game, and they've already got it. Ethan will bring it past the 50 line, up against the wall, not able to get a second hit. That net looks a little bit open there as Tucker hits it to the corner. Ethan trying to get there. He won't be able to. Anthony able to get the 50 to go his way. A miss by the Falcons leaves that ball wide open. None of the Mustangs able to get there in time. Tucker demoed on his way back. Anthony also demoed. Ethan has that ball. He'll take the shot. Ethan gets the goal. The Mustangs strike first. And I think what this comes down to here is some great position play from the Mustangs. They get things ready to go. They're able to tank those couple of demos and gets them on the right foot as we get into this. The Mustangs up by 1, 4:33 left on the clock, but that could be all tied up in just a matter of 2 seconds. Not the best kickoff out of the Mustangs. Tucker unable to get back in time, or Ethan unable to get back in time. Leaves that net wide open. And things are tied up with 4:31 left on the clock. Just 2 seconds is what it took for Lackawanna in order to score that one back. They'll look to continue the scoring action. They're going to go for a flip reset there. Anthony way ahead of it. He'll bring that ball upfield. Followed by Tucker. Tucker looking on from the background as that ball is going to go up. Tucker gets the 50 that he likes. The ball once again goes up and down. Lackawanna not able to lock onto that one. Anthony will be able to send it up and down. The 50 will go Ethan's way. Anthony looking for a redirect, not able to grab it. Tucker looking for a shot, not able to get it. Anthony makes the short-handed move. Unable to get much done there. With a great 50, Anthony hits it upfield. Ethan hits it further. It's into the corner. Tucker, the next Mustang, to try to get a hit on ball. He'll be able to get it, but not able to keep contact with it. He'll be low on boost on his way back. Meanwhile, Anthony able to get a save for these Mustangs. Great little look towards the aerial side. As things get brought back into the corner and back around. Tucker able to force the 50 back into the corner. Anthony will try to get there. The shot deflected by the Falcons. Anthony gets another 50 that he likes. The Mustangs playing very well into the 50s here at the start of tonight. But Lackawanna looking to get another shot on net. It won't be registered as the Mustangs able to defend it from a long way out. Meanwhile, Ethan brings it up against the sidewall. Tucker looking for a nice little shot there, not able to grab it. Meanwhile, Anthony's in the back, just barely tips that ball. Keeps it in play, and the Mustangs tied with the Falcons. Tucker now brings it up the wall, looking for Anthony in the midfield. He'll take a solo possession of it, send it to Anthony. That net was open, but unfortunately there was a save. Tucker gets hit from behind. He will be taken out. Meanwhile, Anthony rotates back onto ball. Ethan there as well. Tucker not able to get up for it. Ethan able to get a bicycle kick in. Ethan starts to bring it upfield. He'll be followed by Tucker. We'll see what Ethan's been able to do. It's forced back into the corner. Lackawanna brings it up. Tucker is there. He'll slam the 50. It gets back into the corner. Another 50. Sends it towards net. Ethan goes for it, not able to get it in. 2 minutes and 18 seconds remain in this game. Anthony with another save. That will grab him a save here. The redirect shot, it's going to be off the top rope. And Anthony able to keep it out of that danger zone. Ethan sends it up to Anthony. Anthony able to get it across, but he won't be able to redirect it into the net. The 50 in the corner, not going to go Anthony's way as it's sent towards the midfield. The passing play is going to go in just over Ethan. Anthony unable to get back to defend. He cut out for that corner boost. You'll see him out there. He goes for boost over ball and not able to get either as he pushes things forwards. 2-1, 1:53 left in game one. The Mustangs in a good position so far here tonight. But another shot, it's going to be off that left side of net. Ethan able to get there after the fact. And again, it's going to be hit into that danger zone. Ethan's going to try to bring it upfield. There's one behind him. The 50's not going to go his way. Anthony's going to try at it. He's not going to be able to get it his way either. That ball forced over to Ethan by Tucker. Ethan goes for the 50. He gets a stall instead. Anthony takes it. Gets it off the side. No one's able to get there in time. Tucker with a little nice bit of shadow defense there will take that ball and force it back to the midfield. Anthony will get there. He'll tip it up. Ethan tries to get there. The 50 is going to send it out to Tucker. Tucker sends it into the corner. It's sent back out to Anthony. And a little bit of a pass over to the Falcons as we continue to get into things. 1 minute remains in game one. The Mustangs find themselves down by 1 as we see a little bit of an onslaught by the Falcons. Ethan goes up for it, not able to get there in time, but forces that ball over to the right-hand side. It's in the Mustangs' corner now as Tucker tries desperately to get it out. The solo play, the defend by Anthony. He'll get credited with yet another save. The shot, Anthony with another save. He won't get credited this time. Ethan sends it upfield. The bump, not going to be able to be enough, as there is that little issue of the 50. The ball being consistently sent back towards the Mustangs net as we hit the last 20 seconds of game one. The shot off the side. Tucker able to get there inside. Anthony gets yet another save. Ethan looking to bring it up the sideline. We're in the final 10 seconds of game one. 5 seconds. It's in the corner. The shot. Anthony able to get the save. His second save here. That's going to be 6 saves. And the Mustangs fall in game one. But it is not anywhere close to being over. These guys are absolutely locked into this game. Unfortunately, you know, that one goal that got the Lackawanna the win, little bit of a miscommunication between Ethan and Anthony. We see them now in our Bluebell facility as they look to get ready for game two. They're in an excellent position so far tonight. I don't think that should be understated. Every time we've played Lackawanna, we've got closer and closer to getting wins off of them. These are tight games of Rocket League. See plenty of people lighting up Twitch chat here. Great to have all of you with us as we get even further into this game tonight. We're so happy to have each and every one of you. For those of you who might be your first time, welcome. My name is Corrupted, aka Jacob, and I will be your host for this evening. The Mustangs find themselves down 1-0 against the Lackawanna Falcons. They're longtime rivals this season. We've played them twice, unable to get a win either time, but we've looked closer and closer as we look to enter into game two. Look at our scoreboard before we get into things. The Mustangs are ready to go. Let's see some hype in chat for our Mustangs as we get into game two here. These guys are definitely ready for a win. None more than Tucker, who has been at the forefront of this team, getting his chance to play. Starting off. A good start for the Mustangs. They'll gain possession of the ball. Ethan's get it. He's got an open-looking net. And unfortunately, he's off the side. Anthony goes for the shot. Not able to get it in. 2 saves already for Lackawanna. Again, it's up against the backboard. They're going to go for the jump shot. Not able to grab it. The hit there not going the way that any of the Mustangs want. The pinch play gets it all the way upfield. Ethan with the redirect. It's off the back wall. The shot. Oh, and just barely saved. Anthony with a brilliant little shot there as Tucker brings it back onto the Mustang side of things. He'll bring it back across. Unable to get it there. Sent across to Ethan. Ethan sends it back down for Anthony. The 50 not going his way. The shot. Ethan with the save. Keeping things scoreless through the first minute here. A little bit of a bumping play, but Tucker gets there in time. He'll grab a second hit. It's hit across. The Falcons look to get another redirect shot off. Anthony says, no way. The little bit of the passing play tries to catch them off guard in the transition. Mustangs still have it on their side as the Falcons try another attack. Ethan able to get it past them onto the Falcons side. It's in their corner as it's sent back. Tucker trying to get a touch on it. He's unable to. Anthony looks to be the next one to try to get any type of touch here. He'll grab one, force it to the corner. Tucker able to keep it in the corner with a 50. Anthony able to get it back on top, but they'll try to take it the long way round. Off the sidewall, they'll take a solo possession here as Tucker gets a demo. Tucker now goes for the fake. He's able to fake one out as it's sent back into the corner by the second. Again, the Mustangs have it in the corner. We see the Falcons hunting for demos. Anthony gets himself a third save in game two. With 2 minutes taken off the clock now, we are still scoreless. As the Falcons go for a nice little hit there, Ethan able to calm that ball down, but the Falcons again will gain control. Tucker hits it to the middle. Anthony looking to get the next one. He'll get the shot off and not able to get it in. Tucker goes for a hit, unable to do it. Ethan unable to hit it. And a nice little passing play up the field catches the Mustangs out on transition. You can see here able to get it past Ethan. Anthony nowhere close to being back yet. They pass it to the mid lane. They get their pick of where to shoot it on the net. ready to get back into it now. The Mustangs shoot it directly upfield. They'll try to gain at least full control of this ball. It's sent back. Anthony is there. It's off to the right-hand side of net. And Anthony gets it in for the quick score. The Mustangs tie things up. A great kickoff from them, something that they've struggled heavily with against the Falcons. They're able to repair it. Anthony shoots it off the wall to himself, and he'll grab the goal. The Mustangs still locked into game 2. They have things tied up as it goes to Anthony. Anthony takes it in the air. It gets sent into the corner. Tucker now sends it in and out of the corner. The Falcons bring it all the way back upfield. Ethan with the pinch out of the corner. Try to get it off the roof. The shot. Tucker with the save. Ethan makes the short cut on ball. He'll try to send it over to Tucker. Not able to do it. The triple commit by the Mustangs. Ethan gets credited with the save. It's back upfield. It's back up against that back wall. Tucker grabs it, goes for another shot. It's sent out. Ethan is the closest member of this game on the ball, but the Falcons read him perfectly. Anthony with the save. He'll send it so far upfield. It's almost past all the Falcons. It's stalled though. Tucker gets a good look at it. Ethan now gets a good look at it. 2 saves from the Falcons. Tucker goes on to it. He'll send it over to Ethan. Ethan takes the pass in stride as he goes for an aerial play. Something I know he's been working on. He goes to the ground pitch, not able to get it. Tucker demoed in the background as that ball is once again sent towards net. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Anthony takes the shot just off to the right. Another savior for Lackawanna. They've had to really put it all on the line here, the Falcons, as they go for every save here tonight. Ethan deflects it towards the net. It will get sent down. Another save credited for the Falcons. Anthony sends it upfield. Is there anybody there? They will get there in time with another save. The Mustangs continue the onslaught. Tucker sends it into the corner. Ethan able to grab control of the ball. He sends it down past one. He'll send it out. None of the Mustangs are there to receive. We are in the last 40 seconds of game 2. They'll send it forward. Ethan gets a savior here in game 2. So many shots on net as we enter the last 30 seconds of game 2. Of course, barring a overtime. The ball is sent forward. Anthony not able to get there. Tucker with a bad 50 sends it all the way back towards the net. Ethan gets a good 50 out of it, but they'll send it back towards the net again. Tucker gets another save. 10 seconds remain here in game 2. Ethan able to send that thing forward. Tucker is there. The 50 stalls. Ethan looks to bring it forward. That ball is kept in the air. They'll slam it down on the ground. They see the offensive pressure the Mustangs can create. We now enter overtime. It's going to go for as long as humanly possible until one of these teams score. For those of you who've never watched it, it's up against the back wall as the Falcons look to get a redirect there. Anthony up way in advance. Tucker not able to do anything. Anthony shoots it on net. It's up against that back wall, and the Falcons look to get a shot on goal. There's no one there. The Falcons hit it in. They extend their lead to 2-0, but don't get confused. These have been incredibly, incredibly close games here tonight. As we prepare to get started into game 3 here, as we get ready to get started into game 3 here, it can't be understated enough. The Mustangs find themselves in a great position here tonight. We see them now in their Bluebell facility as they get things ready. They're going to take a little time, get themselves all hyped up and ready to go. 30 seconds now between the start of the next game. I know none of us can hear them, but these guys are definitely getting as hyped up as can be as we get things ready to go for game 3. Only 10 seconds away now. Less than that as we'll get right into things. And here we go. Game 3. The Mustangs not looking to get swept tonight by the Falcons. The Falcons looking to complete the game, the 3-game sweep. 5 minutes of Rocket League coming at you right about now. And the Falcons are going to grab control of this one. They'll send it off the right side of net. Tucker with the immediate 50. Not able to do much there. Ethan sends it back into the corner for the Mustangs after a failed attempt by Anthony. Anthony gets his first touch of the game. Gets it past one. He'll send it up to Ethan. Ethan with the quick-ass goal. What even was that? Gets the juke. Sends it up to Ethan. Ethan takes the pass. He'll take the shot, and he'll get the goal. The Mustangs find themselves up after just 16 seconds. Again, the kickoff, it's going to go the Mustangs' way. Anthony gets it in the corner. The 50's not going to go his way, but Tucker tries to get there. He'll get a demo, but unfortunately it's not going to go his way. It's looking towards the net. Anthony gets his first save of game 3. Ethan brings it back upfield. Tucker able to force the 50 the way that he likes. It's going to be forced towards the middle. The Falcons look to get it upfield. They do a passing play of their own, send it into the Mustangs' corner. Again, the bump plays coming in heavy for the Falcons. The difference here is a bad 50. And just like that, we're all tied up with 4:06 left on the clock. What I was just saying here is the Falcons' strategy. We've played each other a couple of times. We understand how the other team plays. They know how to get into our head as well as we need to get into ours. Very respectful about the way that they do their demos, their bumps, and everything like that. Which is incredible to see. It's not willy-nilly. They do it really intentionally, which is something insane. The passing play over to Anthony, though, as we get started with 3:55 left on the clock. The aerial play. They send it forward to Tucker. Tucker sends it down. The Falcons settle. Looking for the shot. The 50 brings it up, brings it down. And the Falcons able to send it just off to the left of the net. The passing play to Ethan. It's off the right-hand side. Anthony looks to get there. He'll try to send it back over to Ethan. Tucker unable to get it done. It's sent back out. Tucker able to get a hit. It's looking close to that net, but it's only going to go up and down. Anthony tries to get there in time, unable to. Ethan gets banked out, and the Falcons find themselves up by 1 here in game 3. They are definitely looking to make this sweep stick. And here we go in to the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds of game 3. As Lackawanna again looks for another big hit. Tucker sends it towards the midline. Falcons immediately put it on net. Ethan able to get the save there. Tucker gets a nice little hit out of it, but gives it right back to the Falcons. The Falcons now looking to bring it back upfield. Anthony booms it all the way up. Deflected off the corner there. Anthony with another big boom. Ethan looks to get it hit. He'll hit it. It's over to Anthony. Anthony with the shot. They're able to get back in time. Tucker with the shot, and he'll tie things up. Tucker, for the first time this semester, will start a game, and he's got a great goal to keep the Mustangs even with the Falcons. 2:39 remain here in game 3. As the Mustangs give it over to the Falcons here, right off the rip, as they're able to stall it up. Tucker sends it over to Anthony. Anthony looking to grab possession, unable to. Tucker tries to send it upfield again, not able to. Ethan this time sends it over to Anthony. Anthony will bring it up for Ethan. Ethan with the stall in midair. Looks for another 50, not able to get it. Falcons able to hit it into the corner. Tucker hits it up the sideline. A nice pre-jump by Tucker. The Falcons look to bring it down back into the corner. They'll try to hit it across. Anthony sends it upfield to Ethan. Ethan with the redirect off the left-hand side of net. 1:55 left in this game as the ball is sent towards net. Ethan grabs himself yet another savior here in game 3. Ethan forced to get a 50 all the way back. Tucker with a nice little pre-jump there. Keeps the ball in the air. Keeps the Falcons awkward. The stall play as he sends it back towards Anthony. He'll send it across towards Ethan. They meet him in the middle. Ethan now gets control of the ball as it's sent across. Tucker will get demoed in goal, but that ball is sent upfield. Ethan looks for the redirect. He sends it to Anthony. It's stalled. The 50 sends it onto the Mustangs' right-hand side. Tucker gets a nice 50 out of it. He'll send it over to Anthony. Anthony now able to get the 50 that he likes. He'll send it over into the Falcons' top right-hand corner. They'll look to send it right across the field as we're about to enter into the last minute of Game 3. Things are still tied as Tucker is demoed. Anthony able to get back in time. Such fast-paced gameplay here in Game 3. That ball is knocked up and down as the Falcons look to hit it out. Anthony unable to get the shot that he likes. It's sent across to Ethan. Ethan not able to get it in. Will Anthony be able to get it in? He will! The Mustangs take the lead with 44 seconds to go. And you could see here, the constant bombardment from the Mustangs is all that it takes in order to get this shot in on net. 44 seconds remain. The Mustangs looking to take a game off the Falcons and start this reverse sweep. As it's sent over to the sideline, Tucker is there. The one to hit the tying goal for the Mustangs. That ball is sent across. Ethan's there. They're not able to hit it. 30 seconds now remain. Ethan is demoed in the backfield. He'll respawn and get back to it as Anthony brings that ball up the field. 20 seconds now remain. The Mustangs have the lead currently in this one. Ethan now sends that ball off to the left-hand side of net. They're not able to get that good of a hit. Tucker looks for it, not able to get it. Anthony needs to get up quickly after getting demoed. He'll be able to do it. 5 seconds remain here. The Mustangs just need to hit the ground now. The Mustangs take a game off of Lackawanna. It is not over yet. They're still backed up into a corner. They're going to want to force a Game 5 here. What an incredible Game 3 we just had here. Cannot be understated how close these two teams fight. What it came down to was a great little hit there by Ethan, as Lackawanna leaves the match. I think we're getting another lobby set up here. Not sure what the deal is about that, but the Mustangs put things in a good position so far here tonight. 2-1. It's still in Lackawanna's favor, but again, it can't be understated how close these two teams are when it comes down to it. The Mustangs, brilliant attacks on both ends of the field. The real key, keeping it off their side, even if they're giving Lackawanna possession right back, keeping it out of their third of the field. If you split the field into thirds with a neutral zone in the middle, you know, the Mustangs net on one side and Lackawanna's net on the other, what it came down to is keeping it out of the Mustangs' third of things. As we look to rejoin into this match, here we go. The Mustangs keeping it out of their third for a majority of that match. They look to get things started here on the reverse sweep. Mustangs will join in. Lackawanna will join in. Again, the Mustangs want to force a Game 5 here. The Lackawanna wants to end things off right here, right now. All I know is that it's 5 minutes of Rocket League coming at you right about now. Off the cuff, Ethan is demoed. He's going to go off that top rope. Tucker graciously sends it over into the corner. The 50 stall there, brings it back upfield. Lackawanna once again will try to get it off that back wall. Like I said here, keeping it out of the Mustangs' third of the field, keeping it in the neutral zone or Lackawanna's end is what they prefer. It's what they've been doing here tonight. Anthony keeps it on the Lackawanna end of things. He'll force it into the corner. They'll bring it upfield as Tucker is demoed. Ethan off the wall gets a brilliant save there. He'll grab it off of height as well. Not the best hit as it's sent upfield. Ethan not able to get there in time. Anthony looking for a little bit of a hit here. He'll take control, not able to get it past the second man. That ball forced up and down. It's up against the sidewall. So they look to get it off that roof. The stall is going to go in. This is exactly what I was talking about before. Lackawanna able to keep it over in the Mustangs' third of things. And it just means that when those rotations are constantly going, it's the littlest thing that gets that ball in. Lackawanna leads with 4:04 left on the clock here in Game 4. The 50 tries to get over, but Lackawanna quick to react. They'll bring their lead to 2 in the first minute of Game 4. Here we go. The Mustangs looking to get back into things here as they find themselves down by 2. The largest lead of either team through the night. They get another shot. Anthony able to get there. Able to get that slow speed stall. Anthony will break rotation in order to grab it there. Tucker looks to bring it across. The 50 brings it into the corner and up towards the neutral zone. Tucker gets the deflect into the corner as Anthony gets a great little demo. Mustangs able to bring it forwards now. As Lackawanna, the Falcons bring it back. Ethan able to get the flick over. That ball's moving slowly, gives him plenty of time. Tucker sends it towards the middle. Ethan is there. He'll just be off the left-hand side of net. Again, the Falcons look to bring it back upfield. Anthony says no way, shoots it towards the net. Tucker not able to get there for the redirect. He'll send it down to Anthony. Anthony with the shot, not able to get it. It's sent over to Ethan. Ethan not able to get the touch that he wants. The Falcons now try to get it in a good position. It'll be sent over into the corner. Two minutes and 45 seconds remain in Game 4. The Mustangs look to get another win here and force the Game 5, but they're currently down by 2. Ball sent further back into the Mustangs territory. They'll get the shot, the save there. Not credited, but it will go to Anthony. Ethan goes for the flick, not able to get it. Tucker goes up for it as I scroll through all the names that I could possibly say. Sends it over to Ethan. Ethan not able to get another hit. The Falcons get a couple of small hits there. The 50 forced by Anthony brings it up towards the net. Tucker not able to do anything. That ball's steaming towards the net, and Lackawanna brings the lead to 3. Here we go. 2:10 left on the clock. Lackawanna able to bring it over onto the Mustang side of things. They'll go for the redirect. Tucker is there for the save. He'll get pushed fully into net, but he'll go up and grab another hit on the ball. Sent onto the side. Tucker once again gets a third hit. Lackawanna force it back to the middle. They'll get a redirect. It's to be off the left-hand side of net. Anthony grabs control. There's one to his right. That ball is stalled in the air. Tucker able to send it to Ethan. Ethan sends it off that back wall. The ball is sent over to the other side. It's sent Tucker to Anthony, and then a save by Lackawanna. A minute and 30 now remain here in Game 4. So that ball's in front of the net. Anthony gets credited with a save. Goes up and down. Tucker able to slam it to the ground. Takes all that momentum off the ball. He'll gain control. He flicks it over. Anthony gets there. It's off the backboard. Ethan now able to get it off that left-hand side. Tucker tries his best. He'll get the 50 that he likes out of it. It's sent right back into the corner. Ethan gets there. It's sent back to the outside. Anthony now the next one to get a hit on the ball. And still send it directly over back towards net. 50 seconds now for the Mustangs as they look to stay in this against Lackawanna. Ethan sends it towards the middle. Lackawanna sends it steaming towards the Mustangs net. It's going to be off the right-hand side. Not a hit there. Tucker able to get the hit that he likes and takes it out of net. Falcons take control yet again as Ethan sends it upfield. Tucker not able to get there. He will get demoed, unfortunately. 30 seconds now for the Mustangs. Anthony sends it out. It's up against the back wall. Great 50 there by Anthony. Brings it into the corner. He'll look to get another hit. It's sent back towards net. They'll drop it down, not able to do anything there. 8 seconds now as the Mustangs look to keep it in the neutral zone. And unfortunately, that is going to do it. Tucker will get a goal right at the end there. But unfortunately, that's going to be the end of Game 4. The Falcons take it 3-1. But it cannot be understated just how great these two teams are and how great these games are when they play together. And take a look inside the facility. These guys looking a little bit somber, obviously, after a tough loss. And the Mustangs, unfortunately, with a loss there to Lackawanna, they go from 8-1 to 8-2. We'll look to see who wants to have an interview tonight. We will get an interview here tonight. But unfortunate loss there for the Mustangs as they go up against Lackawanna. We will be right back with our interview, so keep yourselves locked in. We'll be back very quickly. And just a very quick... Oh, wait, I went to the wrong place. Never mind. Give me a sec.
That's it.
All right, and welcome back. I am joined by Ethan. Each time you guys get closer and closer to Lackawanna. How did the match feel here tonight?
It was, let me break it down for you, Corrupted. We locked in, we were ready to go. We got the music on, we got the reps in. You see Tucker in recently because we have tried to adapt to a more aggressive play style. This is because Lackawanna is aggressive. We realized being passive no longer works after playing them enough. So we said, you know what? Best defense is a good offense. And we decided to go in tonight and we said we're going to put full steam ahead. We're going to really break down their walls. And we did for a game, but obviously, everyone saw how it went. But
honestly,
I
go as far as to say 2 or 3 of the games there, you guys had that one win, but 2 or 3 of those games, incredibly close. All it's determined by is just a lucky 50 here and there that Lackawanna was able to get. Obviously frustrating tonight, but the sentiment that I don't think everyone saw, because I cut away from it right after the match, you guys were saying good game, but the statement is still there. We want to see Lackawanna in the finals. Is that what you want? Is that what you want to get out of the season? You want to see them in the finals?
I don't think that we would just say that we want to see them in the finals. I think realistically we can say we can beat this team, and I think that is the takeaway tonight. Is that I just said this. I said, we didn't win the whole thing, guys, but we came in saying we were going to beat Lackawanna tonight. Technically, we did for a game.
Yeah.
This is really like our rival at stake right now. And the way that we've been playing, the way that we're just trying to adapt, and, we realize something's not working. We need to change it up. We know this player is good in this strength. We're going to change it up. We just looked after a game tonight. 2 minutes after a game tonight, we already said, okay, we know we could have done this better. So we're just going to keep piling everything on top of each other, and maybe we end up changing the comp again. Maybe it's Anthony and it's Tucker and it's Joe. But until we figure out the best team and the best style to beat Lackawanna, we're going to keep trying at it, and we are going to be trying to do that.
Yeah, and let's get into that decision here tonight. Obviously, Tucker in for Joe. I know it's nothing personal. It's just Rocket League. You guys played an excellent game tonight. Tucker making the difference in game 3 there. Gets the tying goal. Sets, I believe it was you who had that incredible go-ahead goal there in game 3. What does that speak to, and the ability of these teams where you can really pick and choose your lineup, and it's not based around, pure skill. It's based around, what your specialties are.
It's really nice to see. I would also just say, even besides the fact that everyone was doing everything they were doing, was that Tucker was playing really well this week. I would say that, like, as a teammate, I would say he was playing really solid, just like how I've seen from him. I would say he's definitely peaking, so it was nice to see that. But I would say to see players who are good at different things and to be able to, like, pick and choose your lineup, it's definitely a nice and free feeling experience for Matt, that he doesn't feel like he's in such a chokehold that, if somebody's doing something and he wants to switch kind of the thing up. But I would say, honestly, it was kind of our team decision to try to change our play style totally. We've been in more of a passive. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm saying we've been in more of a passive play style, and us collectively on Wednesday, we were like, let's actually just switch things up. So while it was definitely a switch, and we had talked to Matt about that switch, I would say us as a team, we recognized this is, I think, what we need to do as players to beat this team. It
Yeah,
was a good feeling.
the aggressive strategy, for me at least, truly paid off. I mean, other than barring game 4 late into the series there, but the early 3 games, you guys kept it so close. It was always, 1 to
Yeah.
1 or 2 to 1 or very
That's
close.
what
I
we
mean,
kept saying.
game
These were 1-goal games.
was it game 1 or game 2 that went to that over? It was game 1 that went to the overtime. And, keeping it close like that is very important, but it's very evident with the aggressive strategy that it worked here tonight against Lackawanna. As we look to push even further, we know that this team watches us the same way that we watch them. So obviously, what do you want to say to Lackawanna, specifically?
Lackawanna, this is on behalf of Montco Mustangs, but Breezy personally, we are coming for you, and we are going to take a win off of your hands.
That is a great statement to make. Anything else you want to say to Twitch tonight before we end things off here?
Always got to thank the squad. Always got to thank the family. Really exciting that everyone got to tune in, and definitely expect some more exciting games because I think this aggressive playstyle might just be here to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see it. Looks like that's going to do it for tonight's stream. An unfortunate loss for the Mustangs as they fall to the Lackawanna Falcons 3-1. They'll look to get back into things on Monday with their game in Nace. Not sure who they're playing there, but we'll definitely get that information to you guys somehow. Until then, join us tomorrow as we'll hopefully be playing some League of Legends. Maybe. I don't know. These guys have had such weird weeks the past couple of weeks. But until such a time as I'll see you guys again, my name is Corrupted. I will see you guys later.